Hi everybody, this is Tammy here from Formflex Compound, and tonight what we're going to do is I did a video last week and I told you that I would show you a little bit about using this tool right here. I use this tool for quite a bit of stuff. I'm waiting for it to warm up. I just turned it on, and while we're waiting for that to heat up, I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the things that I talked about last week. This right here was the Easter egg. It's not exactly how I want it. When I take it home, I'll put it together the way I want it to go together. But it's the half of the Easter egg from the dollar store, and I turned it into a carriage. And I used the cogs, and I will show you. This is what brought up the wood burning tool, is I used a Jenga block on the bottom. And I just took and burned like a well,
like a divot,
yeah, for the skewer. So I'm going to show you how to do that tonight. I'm also going to show you how to take these plastic eggs. Like I said, if they go on sale after the holiday, I'll show you, like this egg right here, how you can take and cut out one of these plastic eggs from the dollar store. And also the same exact thing, I do use the wood burning tool with this as well. Okay, and I just use half of it, and I use foam board. The other thing I do with the wood burning tool is I also use it on foam board. And then one of the other things I'm going to show you, which I think is kind of cool, especially with Mother's Day and that coming up, is I will show you how to take, like this right here, you could put that kind of like that. That's an IOD frame. I can't really tell. Does that kind of look right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what I did is I just used an IOD frame with Formflex, and then I took some popsicle sticks, and I just I put a wash on them. And what I did with this is from the dollar store, and it's this little teapot set right here, okay? And I cut that in half with the wood burning tool.
Okay, really quick. So Kimberlyn says, I'm new and I'm so glad the first time I get to see you live. So welcome, Kimberlyn. Ellen said it turned out awesome when you showed the carriage.
Oh, cool.
Terry says, good evening. Kimberlyn says, that's gorgeous. And Ellen says, what do you do with all of your beautiful creations? We have them everywhere.
You should see my house. It's like, no, not really. And then one of the last things I'm going to show you guys, I think this is really pretty. It's very inexpensive to do. And with graduations and weddings and everything coming, I'm going to put together a couple of these for you. It's just one of the molds from Amazon. And the votive cup is from the dollar store. You could set these on your table for Easter or whatever and have candles lit. I think a set of 5 of them would be really pretty. Or if you want to add height, you could do that type of thing. Then last week, this is a candlestick, actually, or a candle holder from the Goodwill. Is
really
where I
quick,
got that.
Tammy says, hello, sweet lady. Rona says, hello.
Hello, everyone.
And Rana says, hello from Lebanon. We are in Eugene.
Yes.
Terry says, love those candles. Natalie says, hi from Ohio. And Bonnie says, hi, Tammy and Amber.
Oh, cool. Well, you guys, everybody, thank you for joining us. I told Amber I didn't really care. I said, if
people are never going to come on.
I said, they won't come on. It's late, okay? So this here, if you looked at the video last week, that's okay.
Emily says
hello. If you
hello.
watched the video last week,
I won't get it then.
This is just one of the dollar store pots, okay? And this is what I ended up doing with it, okay? And this, to get the crackle,
Fran says, hey girl.
Hello. I just took glue and I put a base coat of chalk paint. Then I took some glue. I didn't even let it dry. And then I also painted chalk paint over the top. So here's like a side view. This is what I did to the sides, okay? And you can see like I did the lockets up there. And then the back of it, I don't have the bunny finished completely. You don't have to show the back of the bunny. Just show the back of that. there. Okay.
Rona says, I was born in Eugene. Kimberlyn says, oh wow, I'm blown away by that rabbit.
Okay.
And Natalie says, will you add a link for the Amazon molds?
So there's a link for some of them there. I will do what I can get to you guys, and what Amber can get to through my Amazon orders. This rabbit is just a rabbit that was from the dollar store, okay? And this is Formflex up here. This is a mold, I believe, from Amazon that I turned into a crown, cut a doily, part of it off. This I have a video on. This was pink clay. I added some powder to it, powdered paint, and I made a bunch of pink clay.
Vicky says, what glue do you recommend?
Okay, so I use 3 different types of glue. My go-to glue is probably the Gorilla Glue. Okay, I like
Close up on that crown, please. You got it.
On which one? That one right there?
And then there's the other one.
Yeah, this is just a great big long one. Okay, so let's get back to the glue. So I use the Gorilla Glue a lot right here, okay? Especially like on the crowns, anything like that, because you don't have to babysit this one. If you got something and you wanted to glue really fast or whatever, like this here, you guys, is Costco peanut can. Okay, this is a peanut can from Costco. And I was trying for the first time, I wanted to try the glue to make the crackle. And that's how I got the crackle on that. And I put spackle. You know how the peanut can comes all kind of, it's got big ridges in it. So I just went around it with spackle, let the spackle dry, and then I painted it with chalk paint, okay? Then I put the glue on, and then I put the white on. So the base underneath is actually brown, okay? And then I just left my moldings partway open. I was gonna try and poke a hole through these. You guys, you cannot poke through these cans from Costco.
Tammy says, is there something you color your compound with or just paint on top? You can do either. You can do mica powder to color it, or you can paint it, correct?
Well, you can paint it. I paint a lot of mine. What I used to get this pink was a powder paint, okay? And there's a video. You can use acrylic paint to do it with. You can use mica powder. Mica powder, it takes a lot now. The powdered paint, it doesn't take near as much. If you use acrylic paint, go back and watch the video. And if you use acrylic paint, you have to add a little more cornstarch. And what I usually do when I use acrylic paint is I put it in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Okay, so anyway, back to the glue, okay? I still haven't answered that. Then I also use Tite Bond Quick and Thick. If I'm doing something real flat, like this type of thing, I will just use the Tite Bond Quick and Thick. It's easy, but honestly, my go-to is this one because you don't have to babysit it, and you're supposed to do both sides. I don't use it the way the directions say. I do one side, and then I'm done with it. And if I got a spot that's not sticking, I might use this real quick. Okay, so that answers that about the glue. So first of all, what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show you how I use this wood burning tool. This is what everybody was interested in. You guys, all you do is you just screw this into the nozzle right here. Okay, I took the point and I screwed it in, and then you tighten this right here. You guys, this is extremely hot, so you want to be careful.
I'm going to get close for you guys.
Yeah, and I'm going to take this in around the inside. See how fast that burns?
Emily says, absolutely love how talented you both are. Jan says, hi from Washougal, and Vicky says, thank you.
Whoa. Hello, everybody. So you guys just see that? It just melts it. It's really easy. And you kind of have to go, I haven't really cut this type of pot with it. This is the first time. And as it gets the plastic on it, it kind of smokes like that. And there's a little sponge. See that? I dropped my rag. Hang on just a second. Because what you do, all you have to do is just wipe it off. okay? Just wipe it off. There's a little sponge that comes in it, and it'll quit smoking. It's really not that bad. Okay, so you just go around. What I did, I'm going to show you here where I got this circle from. On the last video, we were talking about how I said you could make a patio light with this. Something to go outside with just a solar light. So there you go. It's that quick. It's that easy. Okay. Then you've got, oh man, that is hot.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another piece I made. This is the IOD frames mold. And that was a fun piece. This is actually for on an Easter tree, but I thought I'd bring it in here. I made a whole bunch of tags for on like your table setting. Okay, so here's a light from the dollar store. We already took the stake off of it. I took it apart like so, drew it in here, okay? And then this will drop right down inside of there. Actually, I probably should put this back on because I don't know how I'll get it on once I get it in there. Okay.
Maggie says, is there a video on how you did the crackle?
No, actually, though, everybody's done it. I mean, just go on like YouTube and you can watch a video on it. I mean, if you want to know how to do it, I can do it. It's not hard at all. It's super easy, and I kind of did mine different than the video because I don't let the glue dry. And the main thing is you have to take large strokes. Don't pity pat the paint. Take your strokes with your top color and brush long strokes. So anyway, this here, like that, I may decide to drop that down all the way, but I'm thinking you could do this whole thing with Form Flex.
The inside, is it lit up?
Oh yeah, it is. You won't be able to see in here, it's so bright.
No, you can still tell.
Okay, yeah. And what I would do, you guys, is I would spray this right off the bat, okay? So the next thing I'll show you is, so we got that. All kinds of pots at the dollar store if you wanted to make lamps or do something out of. I think some of these, I think this one's really great. This would be perfect to do something like that with. I love the way it's shaped. Here's another one that you could do it with. I like this one because there's no rim on it. That's what I like about this. This would give you a lot of area to decorate. And I think these would be so pretty. I actually do have a couple of these on my back patio as well.
Emily says, that's a cool idea for a camping light. And Maggie says, thank you.
Yeah, and you guys, if you have an outdoor wedding or something, you could actually do this type of thing because they come in silver and you can paint the top of them. But you could put this on every table or something, like a candlestick or something like that. The main thing is this has to be up at the top. But if you wanted to, depending on what you were doing, maybe not necessarily this one, but more of a crown like that, you could hide that solar light like that. Do you know what I mean? So you wouldn't be able to see it, putting one on each side or whatever, and you would still be able to not see it. So that's an ideal. Just think outside the box. Think of what you can do with it. There's a lot of things that you could do with this. So then the next thing, as far as the egg, what I did first is I took and measured. I got my halfway point, okay? And I actually did measure it. What I'm doing now is I'm kind of cheating because I'm taking the old piece of the other one I cut out. And I'm basically just going to lay that right on top of there. I'll show you really quick how I did this one. See, I'm just going to lay it. I'm going to line that up. And I'm just basically going to trace it.
Lena says, when you make molds ahead of time, should you put them in an airtight container right away or leave them set out in the air a little?
No, leave them out to dry. Great question. Thank you for asking that. There's so many, there's such a mix-up, you guys, about, I don't know
I'm gonna
where...
step closer so they can see.
Everybody's got a different idea, but the way that I do it and the way that we recommend that you do it is you make your mold, you take it out of the freezer, you let it dry 24 to 48 hours, and then you store it in an airtight container, okay?
With parchment paper.
Yeah, with parchment paper between the layers. You don't want to leave them, store them right away. And I have to be 100% honest with you. If you leave them out more than 24 to 48 hours, you guys, this isn't going to get a lot of bend no matter what. but you can still see it's got flexibility. This piece is thick piece. This is one of those plastic molds, okay? But if you see something like this, see, you still got plenty of bend, and these haven't been in a container for a long time. I mean, even after they're painted, there's still flexibility. And once you glue it on, see this here, this has never been in a container, and it's been sitting out. So that kind of tells you, you know, I suggest that you do store them. And if you ever have a problem and you don't get enough flexibility out of something, you can pop it in the microwave for like 3 seconds. Don't walk away. Don't turn it on like 30 seconds and walk away. You'll come back or you'll blow up your microwave. So anyway, that's just a tip, okay? So again, with this one, you just kind of do the same thing. I'm only going to do a little bit of this because I just kind of want to show you how I use the blade on this. And see how I just work it back and forth, okay? And I'll cut this out later. Then what I do sometimes, not necessarily like with this piece here, I will do it with the T-set. So you can see how that cuts out like that, okay? So that cut right there is going to give you, I got to turn this off so I can change the blade in it. That's why I don't want it to run very long, because it's too hot. Okay, so that cut that I'm doing right there is this right here, okay? So you can see the inside of it and that's how I cut this egg out, like that, okay? And then I just use the FormFlex trim and all the beading. Again, same crown that's on the bunny. I use this a lot. It's really a versatile piece. I'll see if I can't. I'm almost positive. Didn't I tell you this came from Amazon?
I'm pretty certain it did, yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. So that one.
Lorna says it's gorgeous.
Well, tell her thank you so much. When I tell you about getting those eggs on sale, here's another one that I did. See, this is the smaller egg, and I cut the smaller egg out. Now, what I was going to show you, but you don't have to do it on this one, is you can take a fingernail file, and if you have any little pokey edges or anything, you can just take your fingernail file and just take them off, okay? And that's what I'll be doing with this one right here. Once that cools down, I'll change the blade.
Paula says, watching from Tucson, as I watch, I'm literally using FormFlex to make a large IOD sunflower. Brenda says, sprinkled, and Ellen says, could we see the back of the egg?
Sure. Oh, really? Really? Oh, you guys, I do everything in a hurry. So the back of the egg's not 100% finished, but I will show you what I did, okay? So I'm going to cut some foam board with this. That's what I did here. I just took foam board, I drew around it, and that's what this yellow piece in here is. It's just foam board painted, and then I did some stenciling on it. This I printed off the internet for free. Now you want to see the back. Okay, shame on me. The back's not finished. Okay, you guys, I have this hanging up so you can't see the back. Okay, if it was going to go on a tree, I would finish the back. Okay, but what I did is I put the foam board in there, and I did want it to make sure that it's not going to move. So I cut it a little small, and then I put the popsicle sticks in. You can probably figure out a better way to do it. And also, you could even take a piece of fabric or tissue or decoupage the back of it. That's really what my intentions were. But then when I decided to hang it on my hutch, it's like, no reason to finish the back.
Brenda says, hello from California.
Hello. Thanks for joining us. So anyway, that's how I did that one. And then I was telling you that if you do find these eggs at Michael's on sale, after the holiday, I would pick them up. If I find some that are on clearance, I'm gonna, because I said the carriage and that, this would be so cute for the 4th of July. You could make the carriage for any holiday filled with stuff, and you won't be able to get these afterwards. The other thing with the other type of eggs that I did a couple of years ago, I think I made a whole bunch of bee skeets because I had a whole garland around my front door that was sunflowers and bee skeets. And if you watched another video that I did this piece, and that was to go on there. And then it's busy. This is for my grandson to put on the bathroom door so he could turn it too busy. In other words, don't come in, he's busy. And then the other side. So I thought this was kind of cute and kind of fun, and that goes on the handle.
Ellen says, thanks for showing, makes sense. Brenda says, love it. I finished my backs with brown paper. And Tracy says, hi, Tammy.
Hello. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is the other thing that there's a lot of questions. I'm trying to think what I should do next. Okay, I get a lot of questions about, here I'm going to show you what kind of glue I use and how you can use the FormFlex. Okay, so I probably shouldn't tell you. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't bring a blade in. Will you ask Brett to bring me the X-Acto knife? Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I'm gonna do.
Sorry, guys.
Just a second. I forgot the X-Acto knife.
Hey, Brett, will you bring us the X-Acto knife? Thank you.
Okay, so this is just a piece of molding, and I did this quite a while ago. In fact, I found it in my stash today when I realized that this crown isn't going to be tall enough to go around here. Okay, and what this base is the bottom of a can of chew, okay?
It's a skull can.
Yeah, so you might be able to find a lid or something, but I was like, don't throw those out. I'm sure I can find something to use them with. Thank you.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and create this really quick for you, okay, so that you can see how fast this goes together. You guys, I got to wait for that to cool off. I can't touch it yet to change the blade to show you the rest of what I'm going to show you. So I like this, like I said, I like this glue, this Gorilla Glue for this part of it, okay.
Kathy says, hey from Texas, hoping to try your product soon.
Oh, good. I hope you do. I really do. I think you won't be disappointed. There's a learning curve to it. I'm not going to lie. If you're used to using clay, it's a little bit different than an air dry clay. But the other thing I'm going to show you tonight is I get a lot of questions. You can take it out of the mold as soon as you cast it if you want. That's totally up to you. I suggest that you put it in the freezer, especially when you want to make sure that you collect all the details of a mold. But I will show you on a trim molding how you can just take it out and use it right away.
Sally says, hi Tammy, sprinkled the video, came in late. I will have to watch the replay to catch the beginning.
Thank you so much for joining us. So you guys, as you can see, I didn't put it on both sides, okay? The directions tell you to put it on both sides. I usually use it just like glue. And then all I'm going to do here is see how I got it on there. I'm just going to take and cut this off with the knife.
Lori says, what's the difference? I'm new to FormFlex.
Well, the difference is that you can make your castings months ahead of time and store it, and you never lose your flexibility. It will retain its flexibility. It doesn't crack when it dries. So that's the best part about it, is that you don't have to worry about this cracking on you. You know, you don't have to mold it right away to what you want to use it on either. You can come back months later and use it. And you can also cut it. As you can see, other like air dry clays, you cannot cut once they're dry. Or if you drop them, they break. Okay, so there's the bottom. And the reason I had to put a bottom on this is because this crown wasn't tall enough. And you guys, what I do a lot of times on these so that I don't have to babysit them is I wrap shoestrings around them or wrap a piece of twine.
Lori says, thank you, Tammy.
I hope that helps explain it. She's the one that asked me what the difference was. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maggie says, FormFlex is way better than clay.
Yeah, you guys, that's actually how I came up with it. So now we're going to take in, I'm going to put some of this on here as well. And again, the direction says to apply it to both sides. Let it take its shine away. A lot like contact cement is how they suggest that you use it. I told you I don't use it the right way. So, but it does work.
Do as she says, not as she does.
Yeah, it works both ways, you guys. It really does.
Rona says, I can't wait to try it.
And I actually do have another piece of this crown that's painted. And do you think for the life of me, I can find it? I had it in my hand this morning. I don't know what I did with it. And there's not
Set it down and walked away.
Yeah, but there's not that many places that I could have walked to. And if you do it the way you guys, the directions say.
Ellen says, once you use FormFlex, you'll never use anything else.
Oh, thank you so much. But see there, you guys, see the crown? Okay, and then what I would do is I'd just wrap a shoelace around it right here on the back. Now, I'm going to show you why I like using different glues. Okay.
Emily says, Amber, you're going to have to teach me sometime. I'd love to learn.
All you have to do right here is I'll take that quick glue. It's like super glue. And you got to remember, I'm not giving this any time.
No.
I'm not giving it any time to dry or anything.
Like she said, she normally has shoestrings wrapped around it or tape or something to hold it.
Yeah, most of the time I'll just wrap a shoestring or anything.
Painter's tape.
Yeah, I don't use as much painter's tape anymore because this stuff doesn't require that much to make it stick. And sometimes painter's tape, if your stuff isn't good and dry, it will pull off your finish. Okay, so then right here I'm going to add another little to pull these two pieces together right here. And you guys, if you use this, I got this off of Amazon. If you use this, it is, I tell you, I think it's like, oh, what's that glue? What's the glue in the little...
Super glue.
Super glue, yeah.
It's a super glue for crafting.
Yeah, I think so. And I also just spray painted this right before I came on. That bottom piece, I didn't know I was going to need it. And then I thought, that crown's not going to sit up high enough on there. So there you go. That kind of shows you that. You could put this inside of here. You could use a teacup light.
What about your candle back there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did get... You could use... I only got purple because there was purple in that. And I thought this kind of reminded me of that one there. But again, see, you could just set that all right here with that. That kind of shows you where I was going with this thing. All right. Same exact thing. This one here.
Sally says, what is the name of the glue that is like super glue? It's called Slick Fast. Here, I'll show it to you. And we got it on Amazon.
And it grabs really quick. Okay.
Or Stick Fast. I'm sorry. I was calling it Slick Fast. It's Stick Fast.
So, and see, you could do the same thing with this piece. I love this piece. I use this piece a lot too. Okay. And that kind of goes with that there. And there you go. You got another piece. So anyway.
Melissa says, darling. Sally says, thank you.
Yeah. And this is the difference between FormFlex and other clays. Okay. See there? It just, it bends. It molds it to the way you want it. Okay. So let me see if I can change this quick, you guys. Get all this mess out of the way.
While she's changing it, do you guys have any questions that I can ask her for you? Does this dry hard? Julie says, no.
After you seal it and stuff, that's one of the hardest things to get people to understand. Hard doesn't mean durability. So it's like the durability of FormFlex. If you watch the videos, we stepped on it. We've hit it with a hammer. We've done just about everything you can think of to it. So
the little case is right there behind you, over your other shoulder,
like,
Mom.
I guess kind of like you can see this right here. I mean, it's hard, but it's not. I mean, it's not like clay. It's not like air dry clay. What I do is I'm missing a piece. You guys, I'm sorry, I'm missing Okay, so the next thing you want is this little piece, okay, if you're going to use the blade. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I did this, let's see.
Okay, guys, I'm going to get closer so you can see what she's doing.
That piece you don't, this piece.
It's not brittle once it's dry, right?
Right,
No,
no,
it's not.
It's not at all.
Lori says, what do you use to seal it with?
I seal all of mine with an acrylic spray. That's all I do. I just spray it. Well, what the heck? Why can't I remember how this goes? You guys,
Well, does
this
it just
isn't
need to go
right,
in there
I
first?
think. Yeah, because that's what holds the blade in. I did it last night. I used it.
That's okay.
Wait. But that doesn't... No.
Does it go on the other end?
No, it would have to go this way. That's what holds the blade in. What am I doing wrong?
I can't really offer much help. Nancy says, hi from Wisconsin. Hello, Nancy. Give us a minute. We're trying to change out our blade.
Change out the blade, but
You think it would have to slip through that somehow.
I just used this last night. What am I doing wrong?
You can't go in that way. You'd have to go from the top.
But it won't. Oh, maybe I have to unscrew this. That's the only piece in there. What am I doing wrong? Why does that not fit? It doesn't. Voila. I think that's.
Do you need to put the blade in there though?
Yeah, and then you tighten it. Well, you guys, you just have to be smarter than the tool. I still don't think this is right, though.
Well, looks like it.
Is it? I just used it last night. I don't know how I can't remember.
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Sorry it's taking a second. Yeah, there we go.
There. But it's not on there tight, but maybe it doesn't go.
I don't think that part goes on there tight because that other piece screws into it.
Yeah, there you go. It holds your blade in place. And you do have to keep screwing this on.
Thanks, you guys. We figured it out.
Golly. Talk about feeling like you're crazy. Especially when I just used it last night. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back on. While this is heating back up, which you guys, it does only really take a second to do it. Okay. Aren't you glad I'm not selling these? I'm glad that I sell Formflex and not a burning tool. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you, now that my hands are nice and full of glue, I'm going to flip this over. Let's see. I'm going to show you here. Guess what I don't have? I don't have a card. That was what I went out there to get.
Oh, do you even have Brett bring you one?
Yeah, asking if he'll bring me.
Okay, hang on, guys. I gotta put some distance. Hey, Brett, can we get a card? She knew she forgot something else.
Okay, so what I did here, you guys, is I just lightly dusted my mold, okay? Like so. Then I'm going to take some Formflex. Make sure that your hands are clean. My hands got that glue all over them. I thought for sure I brought one out here. Remember I walked out there and I said, what was I going for? And
you've done it like 4 times, so it's hard to say which time.
I just don't realize. And I'm going to put... Okay, because I'm going to show you how I'm going to take this out right away.
Ellen says, by the way, Amber, you are an awesome partner to Mom.
Yes, thank you so much. No,
thanks, Ellen. I appreciate it.
Poor rabbit.
Lori says, what's the powder stuff? The powder stuff is cornstarch that she dusted the mold with.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Emily, you buy the molds from either like a craft store or Hobby Lobby or online. Most of Mom's comes from Amazon.
Yeah, I get them. Well, and there's IOD. There's Zuri.
Prima.
Yeah, Prima redesign molds. Those are really good. You guys, there's a lot of dealers out there. You can go online, put your address or your zip code in, and then you can pick a dealer that's close to you. Then after I roll it in my snake-like position, I go ahead, I put it in my mold. I use my card to smash it down. There's nothing special about the card. It's just nicer. The flat back that you have, the better your casting is, okay? Then you can take your card at a 45-degree angle, and you can use your card like so. I use my knife only because I do have a bad wrist, a really bad wrist.
And she makes it look super easy, you guys.
And it's not from doing Formflex. Formflex is very pliable. It's from years and years of hard work. Okay, now, so people always ask, do you have to put it in the freezer? You guys, there's no rules. You don't have to put it in the freezer. I prefer the freezer only because on the intricate molds, you can't, you know how hard it is to get them out. That's why I put some cornstarch on my hands so that I could get it out. And that way you don't mess with the detail of the mold when you have the intricate.
I'm going to go close so you guys can see.
Yeah, so you don't have to. If you don't want to, I highly suggest it, but it's not a rule. If you want to glue it on right away, that's why I always say you can glue it. Okay, this is one I did the same way today. Okay, you can glue it right away as well. So this is where I would use the my Tight Bond Quick and Thick, and I would just put that on there, and I would glue that on right away, which as soon as we're done here, I'll glue it on. But you can do it that way, and then you can go back and paint it if you want. I paint 90% of all my stuff prior to putting it on, just because I use a lot of spray paint. Okay, it's quick, it's fast, it's easy. Ideally, that's just me. I like to paint first. And I don't do, if you do a lot of one color stuff, I got twine on this. If you do a lot of one colored stuff, then there's no need. You don't have to worry about it. But I very rarely do items that are all one color. So that kind of shows you don't have to put it in the freezer if you don't. I do. But, and on intricate molds with a lot of detail, like a Zuri mold or something, I highly recommend it. But it's not a necessity. Okay, now we're going to go back to the tool. And you guys, this works really well on these little pieces here. I think this would be great for Mother's Day. What was the saying that we came up with that you could put on here?
Coffee time.
Yeah, anything.
Coffee break. It'd be fun if you put like Java down it. And if you have a Cricut too, you guys, don't forget, utilize that and cut out the words that you can turn around and transfer onto your paper or to your, whatever you're making. I guess that's wood.
This right here, okay, that's the exact same thing here. And I sprayed it with Zinsser because I was going to use it whole, but now I'm not going to. So what I did is I kind of drew a line. I didn't use a marker. I would use a pencil.
Do you want a pencil? There might be one right here next to me.
Yeah.
There's a carpenter's one right up there. And that.
No, that's fine. Just give me, is there one there? Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
The black one leaves kind of a fat line. So I'm just going to pick where I like the best to be half. And I'm going to take it right here along the flower.
You need more.
Okay. And I'm going to show you.
Thanks again, you guys, for everyone for joining us.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here, you want to get... So there's my line, and I'm just going to take my blade, and I'm going to let it start to get warm. Oh, it may not be warm enough.
Brenda says, my daughter called me. I missed a lot, but I will definitely watch a replay. Well, welcome back, Brenda.
For some reason, it's not even...
Did you turn it off?
No, probably. This we're not going to do that part.
Okay,
yet.
we're going to wait just a second.
Yeah,
We're just kidding. We're just making sure
kidding.
you're still with us.
Yeah. And then I got a piece of foam board here that I'm going to show you. I'll cut out a little bit. I can probably cut that quicker than I can cut. This will get hot enough. Okay. So, basically, I drew out my rabbit. Let's see if it's hot enough yet.
You want me to hold this?
Yeah, I kind of got to stand up. It's not hot enough. Well, no, it's getting there. Let's see. Let me try.
Terry puts laughing emojis.
I know. Okay, so anyway, let me show you here.
Just hop back on. Is that a Dollar Tree tea set she's using? Yes, it is.
Yes. Uh-huh. So let's say that this was my pattern. See, it's not hot.
But it's sinking through pretty easily.
It is, yeah.
See, but it just easily starts to glide.
But it will go right through the foam board. It's getting hotter now. See? You guys, it goes pretty fast through the foam board.
She says, okay, thank you.
Okay. So that's kind of to show you. And you can draw anything you want and just do your... I was going to cut this. Actually, I traced that before I did it. So that's one thing you can do with it. And you got to kind of keep doing it tight. Who knows? Maybe I don't have that on there right. But I did read the directions. Okay, let's see if it's hot enough now.
Terry says, I love that it goes through foam board. Yeah,
it goes through foam board really easy. I wanted to get this cut so I could show you what I'm talking about, filing it. You guys, it's really not super hot yet because I'm kind of forcing it. It's just like an X-Acto blade on the end of this.
A hot knife.
Mm-hmm. Are you being able to see that?
Yeah, I'm right over top of you, so all I see is your hands.
Oops.
I hope you guys are enjoying the close-up. I thought it'd be much easier to understand if I was closer for you. Kathy says, hello, Miss Tammy.
Hello. Is that
Brenda
Kathy
says,
Spanks?
No, Kathy Dean.
Oh, Kathy Dean. Hello.
And then Brenda says she has some great tips. What is the sharp hot tool? That is one of the...
That's what everybody was asking about, was that, because I showed it last week. It's just off of Amazon, and there's a link.
There's a link on the or on the Facebook how to get it. It's one of those, I think they're called pyrography tools, so that way you can like burn wood and stuff and make designs and whatnot. We got ours on Amazon for like $15.
Well, it was 11 something is what we said.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah.
Yeah, because you got to
Terry says great filming. Sorry, I'm trying, Terry.
She said good filming? So,
yeah.
See, you guys, that's what I did. So I just took the little fuzzies off of there. See? And I just I have a million old files, okay? Then you do the same thing with this one. See, this one's really was easy because there's a line.
There's already a seam.
Yeah, it's like there's a line right there. And it's just the exact same thing. You just cut through it. You don't want to push it real hard. You really don't have to push it. You just kind of have to use a little bit of force.
Brenda says your filming is great. I love being able to see. I'm learning still as we go too.
You guys, there's so much to learn. Really appreciate all these people that do lives. I have so much respect for them.
Barbara says when it dries, is it hard? Is what hard? The Form Flex?
Yeah, it's hard. It's durable. You can put it outside. It's weatherproof.
Be in water, yeah.
Yeah, it's, there's a whole bunch of information on the web page too. There's a lot of how-to videos on there. If you go under the video section, there's all kinds of how-tos on there. And you can always, if you have any questions, You can always get a hold of us.
Brenda says, just be careful.
I know, you guys, you have to. It's hot, okay? The handle was a little bit, I'm not going to lie to you, the handle was a little bit rough cut. I mean, it wasn't tough cutting through it, but man, there's some different kind of plastic in this handle, but it's doable. I mean, I got through it. I'm just getting off my line. That's what's bugging me. By golly, you know, this is a dollar tea set. I don't want to ruin it.
God, what would you ever do?
I know.
Because you get, what, like 10 pieces in the whole set? So you pay 10 cents for it?
You get to go twice as much now. And I will tell you the trick to this, when I did it last night, is when you get to this part, flip it upside down and do it. Cut the handle through the handle. You can cut through the handle, you guys, really. It's not that hard. See, I just started it again. And the handle is tougher plastic. It takes a little more time.
Yeah, a little bit more solid.
It's solid or something. See there? Turn it upside down so that you have the force. I mean, I am pushing. When I push, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to bust the handle. Probably just about the time I get through it all is when I'd break it, because I'm pushing on it. And it is only plastic. It's like, come on. Yeah, see right there? That's where I had... It takes a little more. See there? Oh, I'm making it. And like I said, this is really easy because there's a line on this. Now I'll show you what I did to cut the cup. But this, I think, would be
Ellen
great.
says maybe they put a little wire in the handle.
Yeah,
wink, wink.
that's what I thought last night. Trust me. You know?
Rana
because
says, you need to find a half teapot mold.
Well, there is a, you guys, there is a teapot. Actually, that was the reason I cut these, because I thought I want to make a mold out of them. But that's why I thought to myself, I'm going to cut these.
I think your knife's coming loose. That's why you're struggling.
Yeah, it is. I can feel it. But I'm almost there. And then I show you. Then you have to cut under the handle. But you guys, can you imagine what a cool mold this would make? And there is a teapot in here. And I even thought about, you would plug the opening, okay? You would plug this opening if you were going to make a mold out of it. It'd be a cool mold. And the little teapot that's in here too would be a very cool mold. Don't do what I'm doing, but... Okay, so now I'm going to go from the inside kind of and cut it. If I can find my line. Pew, I got it right in my face.
Mm-hmm. Kathy Dean says, that's an amazing idea.
Yeah. You guys, this is fun with Mother's Day coming. Come on.
She got it apart, but now it melted back together.
I know, quit laughing. It's not funny. It's like, oh, darn. And if I could do it, anybody, you guys, this is only, I mean, I cut one last night, and that's all I've cut of the teapot. So if I could do it that fast, you could do it. It just takes a little bit of, gosh, it could melt together.
The other big difference is that she is completely left-handed. Melissa says, you have an incredible creative mind, Tammy. She does. She's the most creative person.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Creative's minds get you in trouble, though. You guys,
don't break it.
I know. I better not. As you can see, you know, patience is really my main thing. Ooh, I love to build.
Terry says, where are you located? I'm in Illinois. We are in Oregon.
Yep. In Oregon. You guys, we never get snow or anything.
We've had snow.
I forgot to I forgot to take off my sweatshirt.
Oh well.
Oh no. You guys, it is freezing cold here. I forgot. I actually do. Oh. This is my work shirt. This is Brett's work shirt. It's so cold here. We never get snow or anything.
Yeah, it's been snowing off and on the last 2 days.
You guys, we don't even get snow in the wintertime. Snow cold.
Brenda, we're
so
in
cold.
Eugene. And Debbie, it's on the Facebook page, but she's using what is called a pyrography tool.
See there? And you can make your own mold out of this.
Kathy says, I was thinking about for Beauty and the Beast time, Chip the Cup and Teapot would be Mrs. Potts. That would be super cute.
Super, super cute. You guys, you could do so much with these. And there's, you know what? Let's just see if we can do it. Okay, I might be mad later, but I don't care. Okay, I was thinking, I wanted this cup shorter. Okay, so what if I cut the bottom thing off of it?
Try it. What's it going to hurt?
Yeah, I mean, it's, come on, it's 10 cents.
Ellen says, well, you are working, so the work shirt works.
Yeah, right? Thank you.
Brenda says, okay, my brother lived in Sutherland. I go there sometimes.
Yeah. You
Morella
guys, wouldn't it be...
You're a great tutor, Tammy. Love learning from you.
Oh, thank you.
Wouldn't it be fun? What? I'm sorry.
Wouldn't it be fun to all craft together, anybody that lives around here? There's so many things that I do that I won't even show you on Facebook. Because it's like, oh my gosh. Because I just do it my way, and I don't know. I've been, you know, crafts aren't new. We grew up like this. My mom was probably the craftiest person in the world. And we couldn't go outside and play. We had to do something.
Rhonda said, I love that. And she's the one that's here close.
Yeah. And we had to do something constructive for an hour every day in the summertime.
Emily says you'd get so many people attending if you did classes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I love to teach.
She's a great teacher.
I love it. I don't like going on camera, but boy, do I love to teach. I love seeing people get excited. You guys, one thing is, eventually, hopefully, I don't know really why I haven't done it. My passion is airbrushing. And
Rhonda says, I'm in.
Airbrushing this Formflex. Oh, my word.
Ellen says, Tammy, I love your mother.
Yeah, we couldn't. We had to do something constructive for an hour, and she didn't care. Like, I played piano and stuff. We had to craft. We were the craftiest family ever. We crafted before crafting was even popular.
Yeah, Brenda says, yes, that would be a blast, Tammy. We also crafted with what we had. We didn't have all the fancy stuff they have now.
Yep.
And Kathy Dean says, absolutely, I would love to see you teach a class.
Really? I just don't want to bore people. That's it. Okay, see there, you guys? Okay, so you would clean this up just a little bit more. I mean, if I was going to do it for a mold, I would make sure it was really clean. Again, like I said, just take the little fuzzies off there. And if you actually were taking your time and did it right, you could get them all off while you were doing it. I'm just doing this really fast. But see, here's the difference, okay? Here is, like, I thought these would be cute. You know, you could stack them on top of each other. How did I have it? It's so weird to look at it backwards. Like I have this set and this set. If you're going to do something with Alice in Wonderland or something, you know.
Brenda says, oh, it's not boring, Tammy. It's amazing. I agree with you, Brenda. She's the best teacher. She can keep your interest.
But, see, you could do like that. I can't set them up backwards. Anyway, I would want them at an angle.
Emily says, I agree 150%.
Yeah, I'd want to angle them like so. But see how I'm saying I thought this teacup was a little high, you know, for little frames like this. So by cutting that bottom off, see, you got it right here. You know, you could get a shorter teacup. Okay, see, like that.
And Kathy Dean says, are you kidding? You keep me on the edge of my seat every time.
You guys are being too nice.
Keep them coming. This gives her the boost.
You're too nice, too nice. But see there, you guys. So anyway, that's that. I think it will be, I mean, the best part.
Ron says, such a cute idea.
Okay, the best part. Look at here. You got two teapots, two amazing teapots. To cut this in half and have the teapot. Oh my goodness sakes.
How fun would that be cut in half, too, up here, and then you could put glitter to make it look like it's pouring into the cup.
This is just a teeny frame, you guys. I think this is a cool idea. Like I said, that's just the popsicle sticks and stuff back there. What a fun, I mean, there's so many uses that you could use this for.
Terry says, how would you use it as a mold? You can make your own
Yeah,
molds.
you'd make your own mold. That's all you do. So you get that...
silicone or whatever.
No, I got the blue stuff, Marvel molds or something like that. It's the blue one. And you guys, that's a really good mold. I was amazed at how good my molds turned out. Okay. I wish, I would love to make molds molds to buy, the big, like the Russian type molds, if I could get Brett, because he's a contractor and you can use an incising
Fran
machine.
says you could glue those on rabbit hands like the Mark Roberts one.
That's what that's exactly what was in my mind, the way that they're on. But you could make a mold of a rabbit like that, use these on it, to get the 3D effect. So just go to the dollar store, look at everything differently, because now you have a magic tool that you can do anything with. I forgot to show you when I had the other tip on. I can't do it with this tip, but it will burn right down the center of the Jenga block. I mean, I burn a little well right down there to put my wheels in. Okay, my wheels on this were pretty amazing. And if you break a handle on your brush, don't throw it out, because it makes the best carriage handle.
Now I have a big list.
Okay, see this carriage handle right here, you guys? Okay, I didn't glue it in because I want to be able to store it. Okay, I want to store it inside. I don't want it stuck outside like that. This was a paintbrush that I was cleaning and the end fell off inside the acetone. So I thought, oh heck, I ain't throwing out that paintbrush. So that's how I made the handle instead of a skewer. I was going to use a skewer, and then I looked at the brand of the paintbrush and I thought, darn it, that was one of my good ones. And so then I started looking at the handle and I thought, it's tapered, it's everything, so that's what this handle was made out of, a paintbrush thing. So, and that's what I drilled that hole with, okay, was with that little tool.
Hot tool.
I just poked it in there, okay. And then right here, can you see the lines? I had to paint over them. But right there is where I put the lines in there. Okay, I just burned it in, and then I glued this in, but they won't go anywhere, and it made them set back some. Okay.
Brenda says, so pretty.
You guys, and then the other part, okay, now listen to this. Okay. Easter's almost here. It's over with. This is my life, okay? I do this, and it's like I need to celebrate in a month so I can get it all done. But anyway, okay, my original plan was it was gonna have a top.
Rona says, fabulous. Kathy says, so adorable.
See, I already have the egg out there. I got the top already painted and stuff. And it's gonna have fringe around it, little, plus it's gonna have all the form flex and stuff. And then I'm gonna put a pole right through the center and make it. But you could do this for any holiday. You could do this for a baby shower, like that, You could put it like that. But there's lots of possibilities. Maybe you want it this way, It just depends on what you're looking for. And when somebody said about Beauty and the Beast, you can figure out somehow to do it with that. So
really quick before she puts that back on, you guys, check out this tray that she made also. So this all has form flex, and then there's a sealer on top.
Resin.
So there's resin on top, so you can actually put food and cookies and whatever you want on this tray.
Yeah, and that's just an old, that was just a silver tray from the Goodwill. I did one that I painted as well. I think sometimes I do stuff and then I forget to post it. But anyway, so have fun with this. You guys, be sure that you sprinkle this video, and to anybody that you know that might be interested in it, you guys please join, if you haven't already, Formflex Creation, or
Formflex Compound Creations on Facebook,
and share post your stuff. I'm really trying to get people are doing an amazing job of posting. I just want everybody to look at it and say that
I saw her do the tray. It's so beautiful, very nice, beautiful. That tray is beautiful, and Rona says sprinkled.
Oh, thank you so much. And if you ever have any questions, be sure that you contact us, and we're always here to help you. Yeah, you guys, this tray was fun. I have to tell you, this was the first time I had tried to pour resin over the top of Formflex, and it worked out beautifully. And I did another one afterwards, but this is really a fun thing to do. The only thing is I put gold on the inside.
Debbie says, so talented. Love all the things you do. You're such a sweet person. And Kathy says, I just ordered my new molds and I'll be posting soon.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, that's always fun, and always fun to share all kinds of information with each other and different molds. You guys, I do get a lot of my molds come off of Amazon. Just watch the sizes really closely. Once in a while, you're gonna get not what you expected. Like I said, IOD molds, redesign molds are great. Zuri molds are great. Etsy's got all kinds of molds on them, you know. So you can look. You can find just about. I'm surprised what you can find. I usually don't have the time to look, and I've looked more lately than I've ever looked in my life. Usually Amazon's my go-to, but Etsy's got a ton of molds. So. Okay,
and don't forget, on the Formflex Compound Facebook page, I did list a link with a bunch of the molds as well as that hot tool. So check it out. The hot tool is the very last item on the list.
And we're trying to get, I'm really trying, you guys. You don't understand how much time it takes.
Norma says, so clever, and Maggie says, thank you for all the great ideas and info. Have a great night.
You as well, Maggie. Thank you for joining us. We're going to try and get better. I'm going to try and get better as soon as we get some time, and just go through, and as I buy molds, just link it right there, like under announcements or something like that, where everybody can constantly go back and find the molds.
Brenda says, thank you. Melissa says, you guys are awesome.
And if you know any of the creators, you guys, that have Amazon links, I haven't ever set one up. I probably should. That's on my list too. Yeah. And use their Amazon link. They do a lot, you know, to do this type of stuff. So anyway, help everybody out. That's what makes everything work out for everybody. So again, thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. And also have a wonderful
Terry says, Easter. You seem much more relaxed on this live.
Yeah, because it's late at night and I forgot to take off I do have on the Easter shirt. I don't usually run around like this. Have a wonderful Easter holiday too. Okay, good night.
Happy holidays, you guys.
Yes.
Good night.
Enjoy Easter.